The unexpected journey. Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to share a true story. Well, not completely true. It's based on something real, but with a little imagination. I call it the unexpected journey. It all started one Monday morning. I woke up late again. My alarm didn't go off. I had 10 minutes to shower, get dressed, and run to catch my train. I didn't even have time for breakfast. Just grabbed my bag and ran out the door. Now, usually I'm very careful. But that day in my rush, I forgot something very important. My wallet. No ID, no cash, no credit card. Nothing. I didn't realize until I was already on the train. When the ticket inspector came, I panicked. I'm sorry, I said. I forgot my wallet. I was in a rush. He looked at me serious. Then he sighed. Where are you going? He asked. Newford, I said. He was quiet for a moment. Then he said, fine. But next time don't forget. You got lucky today. Phew. I thanked him and sat down, feeling both embarrassed and relieved. Luggage, a change of plans. When I arrived in Newford, I had no money and no phone battery left. I couldn't call anyone. I just wanted to get home. But first I needed to find a charger or someone who could help. I walked into a small bookstore near the station. It was quiet, warm, and smelled like paper and old wood. The woman at the counter smiled. Can I help you? I explained my situation. Lost wallet, no money, dead phone. To my surprise, she didn't look annoyed. She said, well, that sounds like a rough morning. You can charge your phone here if you'd like. I thanked her and plugged it in behind the counter. While waiting, I looked around the store. It was beautiful. There were tall wooden shelves filled with books, some old, some new. There were chairs and warm lights and a cat sleeping on one of the tables. I picked up a book, sat down, and started to read. Books, The Stranger. After about 20 minutes, the bell on the door rang. A man walked in, middle-aged, with a kind face and glasses. He noticed me reading. Good book, he asked. He nodded. Yeah. I've never read it before, but it's really good so far. He smiled. That's one of my favorites. He sat across from me. For some reason we started talking. About books, music, travel, life. He told me he used to be a teacher, but now he was writing a novel. I told him about my morning, the missed alarm, the lost wallet, the lucky train ride, and now the phone charging at a random bookstore. He laughed. Sounds like the beginning of a novel to me, he said. Maybe it was. Pot of food, a small act of kindness. When my phone finally turned back on, I checked my messages. I had a few from my mom. Where are you? Are you okay? Call me when you can. Smiled. Same mom energy, always worried. The man stood up and said, listen, I know this might sound strange, but I live nearby. I'm making soup today. Would you like to come over for lunch? I promise I'm not a weirdo. I hesitated. Normally I would say no. But there was something honest in his eyes. And I was starving. So I said yes. We walked to his apartment. It was small but cozy. Lots of books, warm light, music playing quietly. And yes, he really did make soup. Lentil and carrot with bread and tea. It was one of the best meals I've had in a long time. Not because of the food, but because of the kindness. House with garden the way home. After lunch, I thanked him and returned to the station. My phone had just enough battery to call my sister, who lived nearby. She came to pick me up and gave me some cash for the train home. Before I left, I went back to the bookstore to thank the woman again. She smiled and said, people forget that the world can still be kind.